Everybody, Deep Breaths podcast family. Hello. I'm going to talk today about motherhood inside of retreat life. Because I'm on retreat. I am gazing at the majestic, forever awe-inspiring Lake Atitlán here in Guatemala. It's my second time here this year. So cool. And Calypso, my little baby girl, she's eating fruit, sitting on a towel in front of me, occupied for who knows how long. So I knew I wanted to, she's rubbing the fruit on the floor that people walk on, and potentially gonna eat it after this. Here, let me just take this, honey. But I knew I wanted to at least record one podcast at each retreat this year that I'm at, just while I'm in it, while I'm experiencing it. Because if you've been on retreat, you know it creates just kind of like a special little bubble where, everything in the outside world is very quiet. So the inner knowing becomes louder for a minute, and then we go right back into our lives. And the work is to hold the remembering of what it feels like to have the outside world a little more quiet, even inside of the responsibilities and just all of the many directions in which we as women are pulled throughout our lives. So yeah, motherhood inside of retreats is the topic of the next little yap. We're just going to yap for a minute. This is I guess a new popular word, yapping. But this retreat, Calypso, my youngest, is here. She's 10 months old. My husband's here. Yay, Jerome. It's so awesome to see him experiencing this land. He has been on several retreats since we've been together. And everywhere we go, like he just really takes in the land and the history, and he dives deep into learning about the culture and the customs, and it's awesome. This is like how he moves through the world. I'm just really focused on keeping myself grounded, the child with me, safe and healthy, and the container held. So as much as I honor the places we go and the people, and just stand in such reverence of the culture outside of the US of A, there's not been a ton of capacity to learn more, and Jerome is just so great at that. So yeah, it's been awesome. It's been a great couple of days. We're almost halfway done. This retreat in particular, the Guatemala one, is like just such an incredible deep dive. It's so relaxing as well, because we're just in one spot for the whole week. And so I think this is important to talk about motherhood inside of retreat life and motherhood inside of spirituality. Because let me tell you something. I have gotten to a point where if you are a female spiritual teacher and you haven't had to live in the trenches that is newborn life and becoming a mom, I'm not 100% clear that you are even able to be fully embodied as a guide of the depths of the human experience. Now, I mean, that's like a very blanket statement, and I'm sharing that because I have been around a lot of women space holders who have not crossed the threshold. And I used to be this. Before I got bitch slapped into the depths with 2 back-to-back colic babies. There's just a part of it that you don't know till you're there. And I think motherhood inside of the retreat space is so needed. It is so needed to have women space holders that are also in a nurturing mother role. Um, and for me, starting with my son, I had to be reminded the teaching of like surrender at all times. And the children, my child, the children that are on the trip with you, and this is even with just traveling, not even retreat, but motherhood and traveling, like they rule the show. So, like, their mood, how they're feeling, yes, um, you really have to be willing to bend your plans around how they're doing. And, being a facilitator while having your child present, I mean, that has taught me so much. Like Cairo, if you were on a retreat with me and my son for the last 2 years, you know that like he was a pretty chill guy. There were trips where I could just wear him sleeping on me and teach or hold him and he would just chill and I would teach. My baby girl, it ain't happening that way. She is not designed like that. So she needs to be away from the teaching space. But that's okay. And I hope that anybody who has been on retreat with us and had, one of my children present, the experience was only enhanced by having them there. Because I think a lot of modern spirituality has gotten really like separate from family and children. And there's a lot of this like divine masculine and feminine talk, but it's like, I don't know, it feels incredibly ungrounded and nothing will ground you like trying to raise a whole, complete, healthy, regulated human and not projecting all your shit on them. Um, yeah, it is the work. And I think the retreat space is perfect for it. I would love to be a part of creating more experiences where the whole family could be there. But even now, like, and this is for, my ladies that have been with me, traveling with me, like, even just having the husbands around, like, y'all need to talk to me about getting your husbands involved on a trip, like traveling international with your lover. Let's start there. Like, this journey and this work is not at all separate from being a family woman. It it feeds all of it. And I hope that we continue to show that like if you want to be a mother, if you want to bring life, if you want to have that experience, you can do it and it can look different than your experience. And everybody has that power now, especially. Like there's so much support for that to where like any threads of harm that have been carried in your line unconsciously or consciously, like it can start to stop with you. I don't know that it will completely stop, but it can start to. Even if you know, like, that has existed, like, even that knowing is powerful. So that's really what I feel like motherhood and retreats are teaching me right now, like motherhood inside of retreats. I am getting better at it, like holding both of the spaces, staying true to myself and my design, being a manifester. Like, it's not easy for me to I can't socialize all the time at every meal, every time we gather, like, but I will show up and give everybody my all when it's my time. Um, so yeah, honoring that and honoring that inside of motherhood, like we chill a lot. We chill a lot and that that's how it has to be for me. So knowing thyself, like that's what this really shows like knowing yourself on deeper and deeper levels can only help your journey if that's what you choose. And that's what I'm choosing. I hope that's what you're choosing. If you're listening to this, I know you're likely choosing it. And being at the lake is helping me remember how not alone we are, how needed um, we are, all of us, all of you, everybody, with your unique coding and gifts and insights and journey and experience, like all of that has a place in the collapse of old systems and the forming of new ones. So onwards we go. Um, yeah, I will be just doing my little crash and burn for a couple of days when I get home, laying very low. And I am so excited for what is coming. I'm going to do a whole another episode, hopefully next week, about the shift in illumination and making my leadership certifications free, 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 free. Open source, baby. I need to talk about it, but now's not the time. So until then, I love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you for pioneering. Thank you. We'll take a breath in and let's let it go.